Hey there, and welcome. Today, we're digging into one of the most common starting points for anyone with a big idea, the sole proprietorship. It really is the classic dream of being your own boss, but as we're about to see, the reality comes with some pretty sharp edges.
I mean, come on. Who hasn't? That idea of calling all the shots, building something that's truly yours, and not having to answer to anyone? It's so appealing, right? For so many people, that's where the whole dream of entrepreneurship begins.
And that dream usually starts right here. A sole proprietorship is without a doubt the simplest and fastest way to get a business up and running. But, and this is a big but, that simplicity comes with some serious trade-offs that could put everything you own on the line.
So, what is a sole proprietorship really? Well, it's just a business that's owned and run by one person. And legally, there's absolutely no difference between the owner and the business itself. It's kind of the default setting for anyone who just starts selling something. Simple, sure, but that doesn't mean it's risk-free. Far from it.
So to figure out if this is the right move for you, we're going to break down the 4 biggest limitations that come with it. Think of this as the reality check you absolutely need before taking the plunge.
First up, let's talk about the money. This is a fundamental challenge. As a sole proprietor, the financial well you're drawing from for your business, well, it's pretty shallow.
The cash you have to work with is basically limited to whatever's in your personal savings account and anything you can borrow from, friends, family, maybe a small personal loan. But as you can see, that pool of money is often just a drop in the bucket compared to what it actually costs to run and grow a real business.
And this is a huge deal. Banks are often really hesitant to hand out big, long-term loans to a sole proprietor. For them, the risk is just way too high. And this lack of access to serious capital, it's a major reason why these businesses tend to stay small. They're basically starved for the resources they need to grow.
Okay, our second risk is a really personal one. See, in a sole proprietorship, the law doesn't see a difference between the business and the owner. To the legal system, you are the business. They are one and the same thing.
And this just shows you how incredibly fragile the whole setup is. Because the business is legally you, anything that happens to you can just poof, end the business. A serious illness, a personal bankruptcy, even death. It means the business dies right along with you. There's no separate company that can carry on without you.
All right, let's get to what is probably the single biggest, most dangerous risk of them all. This is the one that every single person thinking about this path needs to understand deep down before they make a single sale. We're talking about having zero safety net.
The term you've got to know here is unlimited liability, and it means exactly what it sounds like. You, the owner, are personally on the hook for every single dollar of your business's debts. There is no legal wall, no shield protecting your personal life from your business's problems.
So let's be crystal clear about what's at risk. If your business can't pay its bills, creditors can come after more than just your business assets, like your inventory. They can come after your personal assets. We're talking your car, your personal bank account, and yep, even your family's home. Everything you own is on the table.
And just think about the psychological pressure of that for a second. Every business decision isn't just a business decision. It's a choice that could impact your family's security. That constant weight is a huge reason why so many sole proprietors play it safe. Unlimited liability makes you think twice about taking those big, bold risks.
The final major risk is a practical one. It's the sheer impossibility of being an expert at everything. It's the constant, day in, day out juggling act of running the whole show by yourself.
Because as the one and only owner, you have to wear all the hats. One minute, you're the head of purchasing, trying to get a good deal from suppliers. The next, you're the marketing genius running social media ads. Then you have to be the accountant, the salesperson, and the operations manager, all at once.
And let's be real, the source material here hits the nail on the head. It's almost impossible to find one person who's amazing at all of these different things. So maybe your decisions on sales are fantastic, but your financial planning is weak, and that can lead to some really serious problems down the road.
Now, you might be thinking, well, I'll just hire people to fill in my weak spots. But remember risk number 1? Your limited resources make it incredibly hard to hire and keep talented people who could actually help you grow. It becomes this really tough cycle that's hard to break out of.
Okay, after hearing all that, you're probably thinking this is a terrible idea, right? But despite all these very, very real downsides, the sole proprietorship isn't always the wrong choice. It actually has a very specific and valuable place in the business world.
So here's the key takeaway. It works best for small-scale businesses where that personal touch is the main reason customers come to you. Think of a freelance photographer, a local baker, a personal trainer. In those cases, the direct control and simplicity can be a massive advantage.
And that really brings us to the final and most important question of all. Now that you know the risks, the limited cash, the personal liability, the endless juggling, you have to ask yourself, does this business structure actually fit the vision you have